Right, I've been sent this to share my opinions with, and it's quite cool if I'm honest. The guy who made this and sent it to me to share with you people was my first ever subscriber to my channel. It's Alex from Alpha Bushcraft. You right, mate? Just had a nice little chat on the blower with Alex about life in general, about YouTube, and about the survival kit that is made and sent over. And I'm well excited actually about this because it's unique. It's the only one of its kind in the world. Totally brand new. It's a prototype. You won't see anything like it anywhere else. So we're going to be going through what's inside there and everything else. Now what Alex has done is he's done the kit. He's almost there. I believe there's a few things that he might need to tinker with this, as this is just a prototype. So an important thing to remember about this video is if you've got any suggestions of what else to put into this kit, what to take out and replace it with, why you should put that in, why you shouldn't have that in, etc. Can you put it in the comments below? Because Alex is going to be going through the comments on occasion to get some ideas, and he said to me, he said only the really good ideas that he agrees with he will consider and actually put in the kit. As I say, this is just a prototype box, it's not for sale yet. He's got a website, there it is, alphabushcraft.co.uk. He's got quite a few things on there and it blew me away, to be honest. Christmas time, I got some money given to me for Christmas and I really didn't know what I wanted, so I thought okay, let's show some of our YouTube guys a bit of support. So I brought from his website and I brought this, a Fallkniven U2 blade. Now this is awesome. I'm just going to be a real quick show and tell really. That is it there. It's a stunning little pocket knife, and I've got the Fallkniven A1 survival knife and it's like a razor, as is this. It's so slicey, you wouldn't believe. It's a stunning bit of kit. And for him to have the Fallkniven range in his website, man, I was all over it like a cheap suit. I couldn't say no. And this weighs nothing at all, and it is very sharp indeed, and I'm not exaggerating. So I got it off the website, absolutely chuffed to bits. Nice bit of kit, use that quite a lot actually. So let's get down to business. Let's take all the bum flufferys away. This doesn't come on a kit. This is just me showing my loyalty and admiration to anyone who makes and designs stuff in the UK. What I would like to do, what I like to say to anyone who makes their own gear or kit, whatever you want to call it, in the UK, can you please put the Union flag or the Union Jack, however you want to say it, on your product somewhere, whether it's in a box, whether it's on a little slip of paper in a packaging, on a compliment slip, anywhere. Can you please put made in England, made in the UK, whatever you want to do. I just think we haven't seen this sort of thing for a long time, and I really do get a buzz when I see made in the UK stuff, as is this here. Now we're going to have a nice slow close look at this box. Now this was made using the new 3D printers. They're becoming more and more affordable for the general public now. They're still quite expensive, but to design your own item, product, whatever, and to see it grow in front of your eyes must be wicked. Absolutely wicked. Now, there's quite a few things in there. Let's start with the word cape. Now I was thinking to myself, what could cape possibly mean? I see it on another item that Alex sent me a few months back. Now, it actually means calm down, assess, plan and execute. So that's nice. It's a little survival thing really. which we all sort of we should all strive to remember those important rules. Now, starting with the outside with this piece of cordage here. Now, I'll be totally honest, I don't know it all. No one does, but I had no idea what this stuff was. And when I saw on the bottom of the specification sheet, my eyes nearly popped out of my head. Now, most of us know and love paracord, 550 paracords. It's got 7 strands in it. I've got some of the stuff off of real issue parachutes. It's got 8 strands, and I believe that's near on £600 breaking strain. That's great, but this stuff here, 950. Now that is insane, right? 950 pound in weight that can take before it snaps. Amazing, right? I had no idea. It's really cool, and also you can use it for friction fire lighting, and even, believe it or not, now check this out, you can even saw wood and timber with this cordage. It's that bloody tough. So the days of paracord and that fire cord, man, if you can get this sort of stuff with the fire red cord inside this, you would have the ultimate cordage. You really, really would. It will beat anything. It's just so cool. So this is actually called Technora. 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 It comes in various different breaking strains, and this is £950, this particular one. So that's just insane. And it's also got the toggle there. Now obviously you could neck carry that of a break off, I don't know what you call it, section of it there. So you can just pull it off and it won't just strangle you, it will break off cleanly. Now, some of you might know what that is already. It's called Triton. I actually carry a long green piece of Triton on my EDC keychain. Now green is the brightest colour in the human spectrum, what you actually see. So if you had all different colour Tritons, green would stand out the brightest. I mean, I've got red, and you can hardly see it. It's okay for a tactical emergency marker, but if you wanted to see something, green is what you go for. And also that little dot there, that's crazy. I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn the lights up and see if it actually glows in the dark. Yeah. Let's turn the other lights off to make it proper dark. Yeah, it's still glowing. That's pretty cool. So, you've got a glow in the dark marker there, and you've got a Triton. They last for around 10 years. They don't need charging, they'll always be bright. That's cool. So, to open this, we're going to be opening at this end. Now, he recommends using your thumb or anything to lever it off. It's not rocket science, and that's what we got inside. Now, this here, that is insane. That's really bright. Now, let's give it a quick charge up because I haven't done anything yet. Let's stick the old through note on there for a couple of seconds just to sort of see if it accepts the charge. Now, I believe I've got all of the specifications in there. There's lots of specifications, guys, so please bear with me. This is actually a military grade glow in the dark panel. So that's proper charged up now. Let's get that in the centre of the screen and see what it looks like in the dark. Wow, that really is. That's insanely bright. Wow, see that from back here. So, at a push, you can use that to actually see what's going on inside there, which could be a bloody lifesaver on its own, to be honest, which is great. Now, personally, one of the first items I got when I got into prepping and preparedness was this very whistle. I've got this one. Spot on. You read the reviews on this Acme whistle, it's awesome. Really nice piece of kit. Sewers approved, and they pretty much don't break. Tritone, brilliant piece of equipment. So you got a quality survival kit covered on here. Let's put that back up there. Now you got some more of that super cordage. There it actually is there. I'll put my hand at it so you can focus and see what's going on there. Very, very small, as you see. It's almost like bank iron. It feels a little tiny bit waxy. So yeah, that is cool. This one is actually got a breaking strain of 200 pound because it's smaller and thinner than this great big stuff here on the neck lanyard. So there is 6 feet of it there, believe it or not. So that's pretty much your bow drill and everything else sorted out, as well as bootlaces. I'm not going to go on, use your imagination, but that is a nice bit of gear right there. And this is a nice touch. There's so many survival kits I see with all sorts of stuff in there. But this is cool. This is actually NATO approved compass. There's no bubbles in there, it's liquid filled and it moves very, very freely indeed. So you've got a good quality button compass there. It's not the s.e.r.e brass one. I believe they stopped making those now, and the glow in the dark needles inside fade, they rust, etc. The old s.e.r.e ones, they're good for collectors, but you've got to be really, really lucky to find a good quality one that survived the test of time and it's not knackered. But a NATO approved button compass. A glow in the dark fishing lure as well. Now obviously you charge that up with your torch and you do some fishing, totally sorted. So that's a nice piece of gear there, I like that. And a man after my own heart, and we spoke about this on the phone as well. There's nothing worse than having a cheap £1.99 or whatever made in China crap ferro rod. Now I saw it written down on here on the letter that you wrote. Where is it? And I said to him on the phone actually, I said, Alex, I said, that's exactly how I feel about this subject. It really, really is. Science of survival, keeping people alive is a serious business. You don't have to say any more than that. Survival is a serious business. So if you are going to be saving your life, you're going to want the best that you can afford. So I advise you not to get a £1.99 cheap Chinese ferro rod. This is a genuine Swedish ferro rod or fire steel. Now some of you know that the proper genuine Swedish ones, when you scrape the black off and you only need minimal effort to get the sparks in there, you don't have to push down as hard as you can on one end and run it as hard as you can, as fast as you can, all the way along to get some sparks. This is much more efficient, much safer to use, and it will last a lot longer. So you've got a good quality ferro rod right there. And Alex was honest enough to admit that if there was a weakness in the kit, it would be this lighter. And I agree with him purely because of the size. But when you actually think about it, you know, if you are in a very bad situation, starting a fire really could save your life if you do it fast enough. If it takes too long, you could lose energy, you could pass out from an injury or whatever, and then that's it. Game over. A lighter. Now we all laugh at lighters, we all play around with ferro rods and bloody birch bark and everything else, but we're talking survival now, we're not talking a hobby. Now a lighter will start a fire a lot quicker and more efficiently than a ferro rod, any day of the week. Granted, that's got its uses, of course it has. That's probably why both of these items are in there. Choice is king. Now I didn't know this till recently, but this has got a little, this has got a little torch on there. There it is, it's quite bright too. So obviously you can charge up your marker panel with the torch, your little glow in the dark lure, see within the kit, etc. So that's a nice idea, a little lighter with a torch. It's Bull brand, there it is. I've never seen this before, but that's the company who manufacture those. And there's the lighter. So firelighting is a strong theme in this kit by the look of it. Now, most people have got these in their wallets and such. I've been carrying one of these for about 20 years now, and I think everywhere you can buy these. But I haven't seen this one. This one's a stainless steel one made by BCB. So it's probably a direct copy of the original design, but a better quality piece of metal has gone into it. So it's going to last a lot longer. It's not going to rust. And looking at that saw looks different than the one I've got in my wallet. It looks more quality, you know. I think that's one of the main focuses of the items in this kit, is quality. It isn't really cheap stuff. So you know, I'll have a little mention about quality and stuff and price at the end of this video if I remember. Very important. So that is on there. Also, you've got a safety pin. I mean, I'm not going to go into details of what you can do with all this stuff. It's all available on Google what you can do with this. And very importantly, you've got 6 water purification tablets there. Yeah, when you haven't got time to mess around finding containers and boiling water, drop a tab in, shake it and wait, you got good water. Very important. And obviously you've got a really important piece of survival equipment. It is a very strong needle. Obviously you can make a really good compass with this, albeit on a large scale, and that will repair almost anything. That will go through heavy duty canvas, all of your clothing. It will go through leather at a push, and obviously you've got 6 foot of really good quality 200-pound cordage too. So I do like where it's going with the items in there. In actual fact, we can use that because this is not easy. In actual fact, what you might have to rethink of this is how you get this stuff out. Now, when I first had a look at this, I must admit I did think of something. Oh, let me just get it in shot. Something in there, like a band or something, which will go around it all, so you can lift it up and pull the contents out. Because that was stuck right in there. And if you've got really cold hands, and it might be a struggle just to get that out. And you might be so tired, it might not dawn on you to think about using something to pry it open with. So again, you know, ideas are welcome, he says, which is cool. And that is Tinder Card. I'm not going to open it because it's sealed up in its mylar bag for a purpose. Now, you probably got about, depending on your skills, you probably got about 4 or 5 fires out of this. All it is it's like an impregnated piece of felt card which has been waxed. So you can tear it open, fluff it up, put a spark on it, and it will turn into flame, giving you time to build your fire on top of said Tinder Card. So that's a nice touch, that it's completely waterproof in there. And there it is. So that is the survival tin or kit, box, whatever you want to call it. Now, if people do want to get into this, put in the comments below of what they want to see in there for a survival kit. You're going to want to know the measurements. Now, the internal dimensions is 84, well, pretty much 85 millimeters, which is just over 3¼ inches. That's the lengthways. Widthways, it looks like 54 millimeters internal, which is 2 1/8 inch internal. The depth is pretty much going to be up to the top there, and the depth of said item is no more than 15 millimeters deep, or in old-fashioned money it's just under 3/4 inch. Okay, so that is the dimensions of the inside of this really cool box, made entirely out of a 3D printer. I haven't seen anything like this before. I've seen, you know, little bits of 3D printers on technology programs on the TV now and again, but to actually hold one in my hands and to see, you know, this has been built up from just heated up plastic into a 3D real item. It is really cool. And Incidentally, that little glow in the dark marker is recessed, it's not flush, so it's going to protect it because it's seated inside the lid there. As you can see, that will just fit over inside the hole like that. So obviously I think some more development needs to go into watertight sealing this, whether it's inside or you just have a simple waterproof bag over the top of it, or a Ranger band or something to really keep that watertight. And I don't think it's the sort of material that will crack easy. It's got a little bit of flex in there, which is good, because if it is brittle, when it gets cold and you have something sharp in your kit, like the edge of a mess tin pressed on that, it could crack it. But it's got quite a bit of flex in there, and I think that would be fine. I don't think that's just going to crack and turn to bits, which is really neat. Whether it's intentional or not, I don't know. But yeah. But as I say, this is just a prototype, people. All right, this isn't a finished product yet. He just wanted to get some exposure about this survival kit and get some ideas of what to put in there, what to take out. As I say, these are pretty much all of the items that he wants in there. Personally, if it was down to me, I would use the Bic lighter, the mini lighter. That comes up about that length. So straight away you're creating all of that space. Now, in the recent reviews I've done on survival kits, and a really cool little fishing kit with a scalpel all wrapped in one package. With the space that's going to make, that can go in there as well. So you've got a little fishing kit that will tie in with the lure, etc. That's just one really quick, off the top of my head, idea. I mean, you guys are going to have loads of ideas. So if you want to put your thoughts and suggestions of what you want to see inside it, chuck it into the comments below, as I said before a few times. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think there's not much more to be said on this, other than I'm really chuffed because it is made in the UK. And I really do get a kick out of seeing UK stuff. I really do. So if there's anyone I can help with UK stuff, that includes you brilliant knife makers, anyone who makes kit in the UK, I'm more than happy to review it and to share it with the world, because there's so much stuff, dare I say it, from the Far East and other countries. It's really cool to see stuff from your own country hit the screen. So I hope that's helped giving you guys inspiration and some ideas. Check out Alpha Bushcraft. Why not? He's got his own channel on YouTube, and that's his website right there. All of the links, if you are interested, I'm going to put below this video, so you can contact him either way you want. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys. Stay funky.